Yeah, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Servant RD, also known as Vermont. You know, I wanted to make this video because of all the things that's going on. And this is like a word of encouragement for all of those that are friends with Kohaya and those that may have supported Kohaya in some way, shape, or form. And this message is just to encourage all of us. Zion, the children of Israel, the seed of light, the Father's chosen, the Father's elect. It's an encouragement to just understand that it won't be long, Zion. It won't be long. Here we are in October, late October, and they're about to kick off this Halloween stuff. You know, I go to the grocery store and they got all their Halloween stuff up. And have any of you noticed that Halloween has gotten so large that it's almost like Christmas? You know, in my neighborhood, you know, they got all kinds of bonfires that's going on. They started last week. They have kids outdoors. They got, they are celebrating this season earlier and earlier. You know, I look, and when you look at the origin, how a family had to give up their child for sacrifice, or for, you know, either sacrifice where they would put the child to death or just have sex with the child, the Druids. When you look at the origin of Halloween, this is wicked. You know that you have churches that's having trunk or treat. On my way home today, I noticed a church. They had people all over there and kids over there with trunk or treat. This is one of the most wicked days of the year. This is the celebration of souls, necromancy. You know, they trying to summon souls and spirits, and they want to gain power, want to gain influence by allowing these souls and all these spirits to enter into their realm where they can do the bidding of the fallen ones. That's what's really going on. So all the rituals that are involved are people engage in those rituals to get closer and to open themselves up to deities. You know, a lot of people that's in witchcraft and sorceries and all type of abomination, as the scripture told us not to get involved or be in fellowship with anyone that's involved in those activities. You know, people that's involved in that, they try, if they have a spirit that they are connected to that's doing a bidding, they will go to a exorcist, someone to exorcise them and try to negotiate, but because that's all the exorcism is. It's a negotiation, negotiating with a spirit for favors. You know, when you negotiate, many of us have negotiated when we bought a car. When we go to buy a car, we negotiate a price. When we go to, you know, purchase a home, we negotiate. Some people negotiate when they just go purchase an item at a store, just randomly go to the store to purchase any given item. I knew one lady, she negotiated everything. And she taught me. She said everything is negotiable. She was this Italian lady. I mean, she was my co-worker. She was his wife, and I noticed. I said, "You negotiate everything." She said, "Everything is negotiable." That was in the '90s. I've learned a lesson from her. That's what I learned. I learned that everything in this world is negotiable. So people they go to an exorcist and to have that exorcist to negotiate with the spirit to get favors, and so that spirit will leave. And once that spirit leave, the people would go and do seances and do rituals to get more spirits, because you understand where Yahshua said that when the spirit leaves an individual, it goes and it try to find a place of rest, and when it can't find that place, it will come back. And so people understand that, and so they would go and go do all type of rituals to try to allow more spirits, so they can have more power, so they can have more control, so they can have more influence, so they can have more negotiating power over individual. And that's what's going on with all this Halloween. People in Christianity, they don't understand what's really going on. You have churches that have all types of they change the name. They say Harvest Fest. They give it all kinds of names, but it's still on October 31st because they want to bring some type of alternative to the day and give the kids something else to do. How about just not participate? I can't do that, because really and truly they all interconnected. You find churches that's having events on October 31st. Understand they are truly connected to this system. So this video is just words of encouragement to let people know to observe. Just like what Yahshua told us to do in Matthew the 20th chapter and the 20th verse. It say, teaching them to observe all things. And so this is an encouragement to observe all things. Because let me tell you something, the Father is turned the draws clean off of this society all over the world. It's a beautiful time to be connected to the Father. Yeah, there will be challenging times ahead, but it's beautiful because we literally seeing and witnessing people that's losing control. Gentiles don't know what to do. They losing control all over the place. They trying to hold things together, but what's happening is falling apart. Their world is falling apart. Their world is crumbling. It's a beautiful time to be a child of the light, a Hebrew Israelite, those that have come out of these systems, including the system of Christianity. And I have people that I love that's still in it, and I pray for them. I love them and I pray for them. I pray that they see the light, because when you truly come out, you can really see what's going on. You can't see it until you come out. When you in the mess, and when you in some kind of situation, you really don't know how grave the situation is until you come out and take a look at it from the outside, a view from the outside. Then you will see that, man, I was in some foolishness. I was in a whole bunch of turmoil and turbulence, and I didn't even know it. And so this video is targeted to the children of light. Y'all be encouraged. Just observe. Sit back and observe. Sit back and observe, because what's going on is you have all kinds of things that's going on. The Father is this covering all types of things. You know, I look back on Megan Kelly, how she got up there and was just speaking so fluently on blackface. Then the next day she come back, I'm sorry, so sorry. But you understand what Jeremiah 17:9 says. It says that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And then it goes on to say, Yahweh, you search the heart. And then he say, I test the mind to reward a man according to his way by what his deeds deserve. People don't understand, what's in that heart is going to come out. People be talking. One time I was at work, and the old guy that I work with, he retired many years. I think he's been retired for 20 years now. And he told me that one of the supervisors that everybody thought was cool, a Gentile, he was, they were sitting, they were standing in the booth and was looking out on the ramp. As we work, Boeing at the airport, and you see all these planes taking off and all types of stuff. But the supervisor and my co-worker, the one that retired, he told me about something that happened years ago when he was a younger man. And the supervisor, everybody thought he was cool, but my co-worker told me that it was 3 people walking, and one guy passed by. He said, well, that's the supervisor. And then the other guy was right beside him, and he said, and that's the engineer. And then this black guy was walking with him, and he said, and the nigger porter. Then all of a sudden he caught himself. He, oh man, he knew that he spoke and said the wrong thing, but that was in his heart. My co-worker, he said he didn't say nothing. He said he didn't say anything, but I told him, boy, he better be lucky that wasn't me. I would have blasted him. That's just how I am. You say some foolishness like that, I'm going to call you on it. But that's what's in the person's heart. It was in his heart. And it just came out. And so that's what's going on. So observe. I'm telling you, Yahweh is turning the drawers clean the hell off of all of these people. Has been hiding things for years. So observe, like Yahshua told us. This is time of manifestation. All the people in church talk about manifesting this and manifestation that. My advice to y'all need to come out of those institutions. I'm telling y'all. Because they're going to come looking for this truth that we are upholding right now. So, as you can see, I really didn't have too much to say. I just wanted to just encourage you. Just say, hey, observe. Because you look in Luke, the 8th chapter in verse 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Guess what? The Father getting ready to expose these people for who they are. It's a beautiful time. So I'm just telling you to observe all things. Those of you that love the Father, those of you that are the seed of light, the Father going to give you insight through this, because you know what? It's being revealed so that you will shine for the Father. The Father is not going to be mocked. Let me tell you that. You know what Paul said in Galatians, be not deceived, for Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, these people sold a lot of stuff and they're going to reap. They think that they can just speak their way out of their judgment. That don't happen with the Father. People think the Father got Alzheimer's disease. They think the Father is an old, senile individual. Well, the Father, he don't forget. We may forget. When I was looking at Megan Kelly when she confessed, and then she had an audience, and you had these wayward Hebrews standing up clapping hard. Y'all, let me tell you something. They got to get out of that. I once remember a Gentile woman, older woman. She said, when we are dealing with our issues, and if it brings us to tears, this Gentile, she said, do not hug us. Do not comfort us. Let us feel it. And that's something these wayward catfish mouth, stepping and fetching, buck dancing Negroes need to learn. Every time some Gentile try to give some apology, they want to just go beyond, above and beyond what's required. Sometimes you just got to let people feel the effects of their actions. So observe. Like the Father said, let me tell you something. We get ready to witness some incredible things. The Father going to start turning the draws, and where it's going to be revealed, He's going to pull it clean off where you can see the nakedness. see the private areas, whether it's vagina or a penis. You're going to see it. Spiritually, I'm speaking. So, brothers and sisters, you know, Proverbs 26:26 says, though his hatred is concealed by deception, his wickedness would be exposed in the assembly. And that's what's going on. The Father not going to be mocked. So all of you that truly love the Father, step up to the plate and claim, and stake your claim in the Father. And put your spiritual, your glasses on. You remember Run DMC wrote that song, You're Blind, You Need Some Glasses Like DMC. Yeah. We've been blind, but guess what? The Father have wiped our eyes with eye salve. Observe. Because those observations will be used to bring credibility and to bring credence and the glory to our Father, the glory that He rightfully deserves. He's going to use us, brothers and sisters. So buckle up, get ready. You're going to see it. This is 2018. This is exciting times. Oh yeah, they're going to be like those movies where the bandit, the last resort, take hostages. They're going to try to take us as hostage because they know. But in the end, they're going to have to come to grips because the Father will not be mocked. So, I'm here to tell you. Let me just give you this other scripture, Luke 12:2. It says, there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. So observe, brothers and sisters. Because what's in the hearts of these people is going to come out. You're going to witness all kinds of foolishness, all kinds of revelation that's going to be exposed. Right now, they calling that this shooting anti-Semite. You know, Trump, before, when there was a shootout that happened, when they were the Hebrews, he said there was, there were good and bad people on both sides. How come they ain't saying it now? Observe, brothers and sisters. The Father has tore the drawers clean off. So sit back and observe. Let's do what Yahshua told us. Observe all things. So that's all I got to say, y'all. This is your brother, Servant RD, also known as Ramont, signing off. Shalom, y'all.